Annyeonghaseyo, this is meowmurai. Let's check out Tricky Madness running on PC. Okay, we're just gonna have our single event. Game is currently in early access, so it's got limited. It's got limited modes, but that's okay. Let's see. We'll cap our frame rate at the same as our monitor refresh rate. I'll leave all these on for now. We have Maya and Tess. Let's go for Maya. Radiant Falls or Dreams?
Let's do this.
Oh, not that I know how to do any tricks. Is it triggers?
I'm on top of the
Triggers
world.
do some stuff. Ah, I see. It's D-pad, so it is very SSX tricky-ish.
Amazing. Soaring high. Sky's the limit.
It's freaking!
Man, I miss SSX. I'm glad some indie developers out there also miss SSX. Miss SSX. Really, this is really, really good, especially for early access. And I'm last. As in games, as in life, huh? Good sense of speed.
Amazing.
Now do a wicked trick.
Soaring high. I'm on top of the world. Can't comprehend. Sky's the limit. Woo!
Nope.
I think we're gonna need X-rays.
Climb on top of the world.
It's freaky!
That's slightly better. 83, okay.
Catch me if you can.
Nope.
Amazing.
You are making it rain out there. Do a wicked grind.
I don't know how to do the freaky combo. Is that it? I don't know.
That's gonna leave a mark.
Soaring high. Catch me if you can.
Freaky, freaky, freaky!
Climb on top of the world.
Booyah!
Oh. I think it's 3 shoulder buttons that does it.
Winning isn't everything.
Yeah, even though it's early access, that's pretty sweet. They've done a really good job with this one.
Nervous? Mic check? Let's do this.
Yeah, to use the 90s terminology we would have used back in these days.
Amazing.
You are killing the game out there.
I mean, this course seems like it pulls straight out of Tricky.
Sky's the limit.
Reduce, reuse. Please stop recycling your tricks, though. Show me a little bit of style on those rails.
Soaring high.
Freaky, freaky, freaky!
Can't stop, won't stop. Climb on top of
No,
the
no.
world.
Okay, definitely wasn't expecting that.
Catch me if you can.
Yeah, you certainly wouldn't have seen something like a bottomless pit in any of the SSX games. Kind of interesting choice there.
Amazing. Sky's the limit.
Do a wicked grind. Smooth as butter.
Soaring high.
Smooth and slick.
I'm on top of the world.
Yeah, all the snow needs is some bump mapping. Must be straight out of the 90s, yeah,
Amazing.
or the early 2000s. Wow, that was just one. That was one run. It felt like a really long run.
You're on another level.
Sky's the limit.
It's time to free. That landing was textbook.
If you can. Mic drop
Just
moment for
rip it.
sure. Soaring
Oh,
high.
whoops. Oh, I didn't know you just launch off of it. Okay, don't worry about the center of these mountains. Of the bottomless pits.
I'm on top of the world.
F-R-E-A-K-Y. Freaky.
Oh, come on.
Sky's the limit.
It's freaky. So smooth.
That's how it's done.
Your thumbs must be ablaze right now.
You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good fight. Just give me the word.
Oh, nice shadows.
Amazing. You know I don't play right. I'll put up a good. Catch him if you can.
Keep that storm coming.
Ugh. Never land on that.
Soaring high.
Show off one of those wicked rides.
Sky's the limit. I'm on top of the world. Amazing.
That's the showstopper right there.
Catch him if you can.
I remember the bottomless pit this time.
Sky's the limit.
Take a sip of your beverage right now.
I'm on top of the world.
Oh yeah!
Amazing. Soaring high.
Did I just hear the sound of bones breaking?
Yeah, I'm assuming that the music is temporary.
I'll keep pushing myself to be better.
See,
Show
freestyle.
them
Huh?
I've got my check. Let's do this.
Yeah, I mean it plays really good. You know, the frame rate's super consistent. Obviously, it's not super high details or anything. In fact, if anything, it's kind of about the same as like a 360. But you know, that's not necessarily a bad thing.
You just tripled down. 3 times multiplier. Now do a wicked trick.
Yeah, I miss SSX. You know, I mean, the series is dead to EA, so it's. I'm glad somebody decided to take the mantle. You know.
3 times multiplier. Two times multiplier. It's freaking.
Hey, Roselle isn't in here. I mean, I'm thankful.
That's a 2 times multiplier.
Or Striker.
Three times multiplier. It's time to free.
I'd say for an indie production, I mean, this is really good. The animation's good, everything's smooth, the engine runs good. Again, not super duper high detailed, and it's hardly a next gen game, but this game doesn't really need that.
I know we'll make a good team. Mic check. Let's do this.
You never know, though. It is still early access, so they may decide to have some stupid ass local DJ that they're all fans of. You know, you never know. Oh, I can almost get at it. It's so difficult. Like, I had no idea who Roselle was until one of my friends who was, you know, much more into hip hop was like, "Oh yeah, Roselle's super famous." I'm like, "Okay, I will take your word for it." But it is funny to think that you know, EA would spend all that money on, you know, real Hollywood actors and famous DJs, and it's just like at the end. In the end, it doesn't matter because you know, if you ever want to re-release those games, you're not going to re-license all that stuff, all that costly stuff that you just burn millions of dollars on for something that the players will just kind of forget about. Oh, really? Does it seem slow to you? It's actually really, really fast. Maybe the stream isn't like a good indicator of it. It's faster than like any of the SSX games. Yeah, if you land a trick and get a little speed boost, it's a pretty good speed.
Let's see a wicked trick.
Yeah, you kind of remember like SSX. I mean, those games are always targeted 30 frames. Like, it's kind of hard to believe, but they always had like a 30 frame like physics calculation. Whereas this one, the frame rate's unlimited, so I think I was originally running this thing at like 800 frames. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty good, considering that they're trying to ape SSX. It's not as fast as something like Riders Republic, but Riders Republic is kind of being a lot of things and not one thing. And again, you know, it's early access, so they, you know, if they get some feedback saying, yeah, you know, I'd like it a little faster, or I wish there was more detail in landscapes or something like that, I'm sure it's under consideration.
It's just a bump in the road.
When you feel like crying, don't. Yeah, whatever.
May need to work on these characters' personalities a little bit. Again, not super important, but it is part of what the appeal of Tricky was. It's having some goofy ass writers. A little bit of rivalry between them.
3 times multiplier. Three times multiplier.
But, you know, no need to hire like Lucy Liu and all those other people from Tricky. Yeah. Don't need to go that far.
Are you okay? Like, are you falling asleep?
Yeah. I mean, as far as like I mean, again, it's not super visually complex. But like I said, the frame rate is, if you have it unlocked, it's like 800 frames on my system at least. So it's definitely not a problem with the frame rate. And hey, at least these guys know how to make something that has correct frame pacing. Unlike, you know, multi-million-dollar corporations.
Multiplier. Time to style on the rail. That's a 2 times multiplier.
Yeah, I'm so tired of this crap.
Yeah, I think that the tooling doesn't give good data, and for some reason, part of the QA process is not just having people like just look at the screen. Like if they come back and the data tells them that all the frames are synced properly, and somebody doesn't actually just physically look at the screen and goes, you know, is that really smooth, or why is it hitched like that, you know. It seems like that's not the question that anybody asks, or just never factored in. I don't know. It's super weird that like those visual artifacts, which are, you know, super easy to fix and really really well known, they just not part of the process. I don't know why I keep trying for that jump. I mean, I'm having a great time, you know. Maybe it doesn't show on the stream, but I'm having a ton of fun with this thing. And, you know, essentially, it's only 2 tracks, 2 characters. You know, not a high amount of detail. In fact, here, if we just go ahead and just set this thing to unlimited. We'll turn the VSync off. You'll see my frame counter that jumps to 506 frames. So yeah, so the smoothness is definitely not a problem in this game. I mean, again, it actually runs smoother than the original games. Just, you know, a bit of nostalgia eyes, you know, tend to color our viewpoint of those old games. Ugh. I like the fact that the restart is super quick too. Like it's just a fraction of a second, and then you can just be back on the course when you need to reset yourself. Maybe they'll change that in the final code to make it more punishing.
Always letting me down, huh?
Yeah, no campaign or multiplayer yet, but dude, I'm actually really happy with this. I hope I wish the team a lot of luck, and hopefully they get some eyes on this game because it's got a lot of promise. And you know, if they add some more effects, if the cast is a little bit more rounded out, and you know we get some you know some slightly fancier graphics. You know, right now the game isn't challenging at all to run. So if they added some more detail, some more processing effects in there, I think there's a real contender in here. So you know, sort of a hidden man's sports game. So yeah, definitely check it out. Again, I think early access, I think it's like $10, so it's not much. And granted, there's not much in here at this point in time, but you know, for the future, I think this has a you know, a good future ahead of it. And so I'll be keeping my close eye on this one. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed watching. I will see you at the next stream.